Hi guys, so I thought since I'm stuck at home doing bed rest and all of that, that I'd just jump on and make a quick video and chat to y'all. So I've got myself a cup of tea. My immune system is down with everything that's going on. So I'm a bit sniffly in my nose and my throat. So I've got hot peach iced tea, which always clears everything up, and I know I look like crap. But this is me. This is my channel, and sometimes you'll get me with a full face of makeup. Sometimes you get me like this in my pajamas. So you get what you get. This is real life. So yeah, I figured. First of all, for people that don't know me, I'm Emily. I'm 29, and I'm a mother of two, and I'm engaged to my longtime partner, Josh. What I'm all about is basically I personally love living a frugal lifestyle, saving money and putting it towards our goals because we don't make a ton of money. Last year we made the most money we've ever made as a family, and that came to 51,000 before tax total. So that supports me, my husband, and my two kids, or my fiance and my two kids, who are 6 and nearly 4, nearly 7, nearly 4. So yeah, and history-wise, we had 60k in debt. Well, actually, he had about 50k in debt with all the interest, and then I got a car for us because obviously with all of that debt, his credit rating was totaled, and I have a perfect credit rating but not great income because I'm a stay-at-home mum. So I got a car for us, a reliable car, and that took us up to 60. I paid that car off in 15 months, and I paid off all of his debt, 60,000 total including the car, in about 4.5 years. But there was 6 months here, 3 months there that we had to pause everything and kind of go into storm mode after job losses and stuff like that. So we paid off a ton of debt. I paid off a ton of debt. And now that we're debt free as of the end of March, so right before this whole pandemic really took off, I'm very grateful that I worked so hard to do that, because it would be so much harder to do all that with all of this going on and to have that sort of weight sitting over our heads. So yeah, we've been debt free since the end of March. And so from April till now, we've been all about savings. That's the tax returns, money from every week, side hustling, like whatever I can do to save money. And yeah, so that's kind of what my focus is. I do post on a private Facebook group that you guys are welcome to join. It's Aussie Debt Free Girl on Facebook. It's private so that if you want to talk about your personal circumstances financially, because that can be hard for some people to talk about openly, and you don't want your mother-in-law or the people in your life seeing your financial numbers or what's going on, they don't have to unless they're a member of the group. So that's why it's private, just so that when they're scrolling it doesn't come up for them. Also, I am on Instagram as Aussie Debt Free Girl, and right now I have 15.1 thousand followers, so that's good fun. And now I'm moving back onto YouTube. I did have a couple of crappy videos, but I always forget to turn my phone portrait or sideways landscape. And I've been waiting to get all of the things I needed to really do it properly, so I've deleted those videos, and now I'm stepping up my production value. I have a tripod now and a new computer that I can actually edit videos and stuff on, so yay. So yeah, that's who I am. I'm Aussie Debt Free Girl. I am a stay-at-home mum, so I post lots about frugal living, shopping on a budget. I post about my working pantry and how I keep a stockpile that I cycle through between specials at the shop so that I'm never paying more than I have to for something. And we like to eat clearance, more expensive brand name stuffs on clearance rather than paying a fortune for it. So yeah, that's who I am. That's kind of what I'm all about. So I told you guys we were debt free, and that was a big goal that we ticked off. Next, we are saving. So we were saving for our emergency fund and our house deposit. First of all, we saved our first part of our emergency fund, which is $5,000, and that is with having no debt or anything, and all of the safety nets we have in place, and him being full time now. $5,000 is more than enough to cover us in an emergency for now. We will come back to that and add another 5,000 to that and take that up to 10 once we're more serious about buying a house, because obviously if we owned our home, there would be more emergencies, more expensive emergencies that happened. But right now we rent, so $5,000 will more than do us. Plus I will obviously go into storm mode and we will live a much leaner lifestyle, because there are things that we pay for just for convenience. All right, the other thing we're saving for is house deposit and sinking funds. So sinking funds, if you don't know what sinking funds are, they are funds you put aside for known upcoming expenses that maybe don't come up in your every week or every month budget. So Christmas, birthdays, pharmaceuticals, car maintenance, like servicing, tires, something goes wrong with the car, that kind of thing. Those are sinking funds. Insurance, rego, things that don't come up all of the time, those are sinking funds. So I like to keep 2,000 for that, because if I need to use something, you know, something happens to the car and I have to use it, I can refill it in between everything that's going on. House deposit's pretty self-explanatory. We're doing it in stages. So the first stage was to save $5,000, same as the emergency fund. The next stage is to save another $5,000 up to 10K, and then from 10K to 20K. That's kind of how I'm doing it. It gives me sort of a goalpost to really push towards, and then when I get it, like, there's that satisfaction, rather than say tolling away, like having a goal of 50,000 total and then just tolling away and never feeling like you're getting anywhere. I'm doing it in 5,000 to 10,000 blocks. I am looking at about 70,000 total I would like to have by the time we buy, but if the right house comes up earlier, I might jump and do that. We don't know. We'll work it out. But saving a house deposit is definitely important to us. Emergency fund is just, I think everybody can see now why it's important to have an emergency fund and to live below your means. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going goals wise. I'm still working on 20K in 2020. That was between paying off debt, saving money, moving. It was meant to be a wedding in there, but that got cancelled because of COVID. So yeah, I'm still working on that, and I'm also working on a bigger 5-year goal of saving 100,000 in 5 years. But I'll talk about that in a different video, maybe a savings, just straight savings related video. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. What's changed for us lately? Well, tax time's just come, so we've got tax returns back. I think we got about just under 4,000 total between the two of us, and they went to, a little bit got spent, and majority of that went to savings for house deposit and everything. But also because now it's a new financial year, my husband will be getting a $1 an hour raise. It's not a lot, but he'll be getting a $1 an hour raise, and we're debt free and everything. We've decided to salary sacrifice. So we've decided to do salary sacrifice of 5.5%. So his work pays the 9.5 set super, and then we're salary sacrificing 5.5 to take us up to that 15% recommended. It's only $45 a week. So, and because of it comes out before taxes and everything, really we're only seeing about a $20 drop a week in actual money that we get, which is fine. So yeah, but doing that $45 a week means we're putting about an extra $4,000, just under $4,000 a year into super for him. So that's one of the things we're doing. We don't really see, like I said, we don't really see it in our weekly budget like too much. And I'm still saving and doing the after-tax stuff, but he does have an incredibly low super balance. It's only about 14.5 right now. He did have several years where he either wasn't working or he was working jobs off the books that didn't pay super. So yeah, he's got a really low super balance. At some point we will organize for him to also contribute to my super, but right now I have no super. Like, I have no super fund, I have nothing. It all got eaten away by fees before new legislation was put into place. When I first became a stay-at-home mum, it all got eaten away by fees, and then I had $70 left that the ATO just gave me back and said, sorry, do what you want with this. So yeah, eventually I will open a super fund and I will start contributing to that, and then I will get him to do the spousal contribution so that we get the tax write-offs and the government matches and stuff like that, because we're in a tax bracket that we can benefit from that, and I mean free money for our retirement and stuff like that. I know super is a long way away. We probably won't be able to access it till we're in our 70s, but it's part of like a multiple pronged approach, and we are very passionate about fire. Well, when I say we, my husband is on board with everything, but he doesn't really understand all of it, and he doesn't like numbers. Basically, if you start talking numbers at him, he just glazes over. So basically what he said to me is, here's the money, I don't want to work forever, do your magic and make it so I don't have to work forever. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll probably do another video at some point on fire and the principles and why it's right for us and all of that. So yeah, so it was nice talking to you guys. I will try and do another video like this. Like I said, I will also try and do one on savings, like on our savings goals in total, where we're at savings wise and all of that, and on fire and all of that. If you want to see more from me, I am Aussie Debt Free Girl on Instagram, and I am Aussie Debt Free Girl on Facebook. I post every single day on Instagram and in my stories several times a day, and I post about frugal living, mum life, and saving, and all of the things that we're doing. I'm very open and post our numbers, and I will do a budget breakdown and an income and expense ratio and all of those fun stuff on here at some point too. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, bye.